extra special? How proud are you on a personal level to see those three players making such an impact from the bench?
Yeah, look, I'm proud, but I think the club's proud. More importantly, to be academy coaches and academy players tonight. Three young boys who've come through sort of our academy. So it was made in Tottenham tonight, and credit to them. Like I said, we knew we'd need them tonight. We obviously trying to manage our players. We've got a big week coming up, so we have to rely on them, and they stood up.
Made in Tottenham. What a performance by Tottenham Hotspur, man. I love how the senior players showed up by the kids. That's how you freaking do it. What a game. That's definitely up there in like one of the best games that I think from a personal level Tottenham Hotspur fans have ever seen. I mean, obviously the performance as a whole wasn't great, but just the sheer magnitude and the feeling around that game was so amazing. Now this Tottenham team needed a win to guarantee that we finished in the top 8. We needed this win, and the senior players fatigued, tired, overplayed, couldn't get it done. But here it comes on 3 kids, all either 20 or under. Shows up to the pitch, one of them making their Tottenham debuts, and just ball out and win us the game to get us into the knockout stages of the Europa League. I mean, wow. What a story. Now after that win, this guarantees that Tottenham Hotspur finished in the top 4 after the league phase. Now this means that Tottenham Hotspur can either play Galatasaray, FC Porto, AZ Alkmaar, or FC Midland? FC something. And out of those teams, I don't know. Me personally, I think our best opportunity would either be AZ Alkmaar or FC Midland. One of the two. Because Galatasaray, we already know, over a 2-legged playoff, that's going to be tough. We already saw what happened when we went to Galatasaray. Granted, if we have a full fit team, all of our players are back, hopefully by the time that match actually happens in March, we might be in a much better spot. But at the same time, I don't really want to take that risk. So I'd just much rather go with an easier matchup. And now Porto would be a little bit easier, but that'd still be a tough matchup. They have Kubo out there. They actually drew to Barcelona. Like, they've gotten some sneaky points and wins here. So Porto is also a really good team. So I think our best opportunity is either AZ or FC Midland, FC something. We already beat AZ Alkmaar, so it was not a great game, but we beat them 1-0, and I think with a fully fit team and we're actually going to win the whole knockout stages, I think that'd be a much easier matchup for us for sure. Now the big thing this win does is relieve pressure off of Ange Postecoglou, because he has been struggling for, a good 2-3 months now. So this win does amazing work for him and gives him more leeway to last longer at Tottenham Hotspur. Now, as you know on this channel, I've been very critical of Ange Postecoglou, but at the same time been very understanding towards his situation. There's a lot of blame on Levy, there's a lot of blame on Ange Postecoglou, there's a lot of blame on the players, the board, all of it combined. There's so much blame as a whole. But I have to say, Ange has pulled out some amazing results this season, and we're in all cup competitions and we've looked really good in all of them. Like, he's got us where we need to be. It's just the Premier League that's like really holding him back. But hopefully greener skies or bluer skies are ahead of us, and greener skies. Why did I say greener skies? What the hell? Hopefully bluer skies are ahead of us and things are looking right. Oh wait, Radu Dragusin went down with an injury. What do you know? It's just ironic, bro. Like, the moment we get a player back, that's when another player goes down. It's just crazy. Like, that's just unlucky. There's just no way. We gotta be cursed. Who cursed us? Who the hell cursed us? But anyways, this is a massive result, and hopefully, I've said this so many times this season, but hopefully we can use this as a catapult to launch us on into the rest of the season. Now we have a big game on the weekend. Brentford is going to cause us some problems, man. They're going to cause us some big problems. Hopefully we'll have some of our injured players back. From what it looks like, I think Jess Spence probably will be good for the weekend. Radu Dragusin now might be a doubt, but maybe Romero could be back too. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. And Brentford has had some injuries too, but they have not had as many injuries as we have had for a sustained amount of time. So let's just hope and pray that the boys can use this win to launch us on and do well against Brentford, and hopefully we can get a win to break this horrible form in the Premier League this season. I'm just so glad that we got this win. I think that if we didn't have the kids come out and win us that game, it would not be the same feeling or effect compared to having the kids come on and win us that game. And bro, Tottenham might have a golden generation here. Like, we generally might have a golden generation on our hands. We have so many upcoming talent, stars on loan, young players currently in our team. Tottenham Hotspur are going to be looking pretty good for the foreseeable future. If we're just isolating the youth here, we have plenty of talent out on loan right now. Jamie Donnelly, Alfie Dorrington, Ashley Phillips, Alfie Devine, plenty of talent here who I've heard have all been having pretty good loans so far. So that's just amazing to see that this Tottenham golden generation is coming to fruition and they're all really growing at the same time. Then of course you have Wonder Boy Lucas Bergvall tearing it up for us right now. Archie Greer as well being an absolute unit at the backhand and just playing all around the defense, just holding things down for us. Dane Scarlett, who we obviously just talked about, getting his first ever Tottenham Hotspur goal. And because he played in this game, he's now ineligible to go out on loan for the remainder of the season. So he will be here for the remainder of the season. And I believe Ange talked about in his press conference saying that he is going to be getting some minutes here for us. And we'd rather have him here playing with us and growing with us. So that's good to hear. And of course, 17-year-old Mikey Moore. That is a horrible photo of him there that Transfer Market is using. But Mikey Moore, the future of Tottenham Hotspur. Probably the Son replacement. I mean, what more is there to say about this kid, man? He has just been sensational for us this season. He's been performing really well since he's come back from his sickness, and he is the future of this club 110%. So yeah, Tottenham's golden generation is looking extremely good, and we still have the younger players that are currently in our lineup, like Wilson Odebear, Kinski as well, who we just brought in from the transfer market. It's just looking amazing for Tottenham Hotspur. So yes, I talk so much shit about Daniel Levy and Johan Lang and all of our transfer policies and business, but I will say this, they've been doing a pretty good job with building up the youth and the academy, so I'll give them their props and their dues where they deserve. Now, speaking of transfers, Tottenham has been heavily linked to Mathys Tel over the past, 48 hours or a couple days. It has been madness for Mathys Tel right now. There is so many clubs in for him. We have Chelsea, Man United, Aston Villa, Arsenal's in for it. There are so many clubs that are in for Mathys Tel, and Tottenham Hotspur among those bunches. Now, the latest status on Mathys Tel is that Tottenham Hotspur have put in a 60 million bid for Mathys Tel, and Bayern Munich have actually accepted it. However, the player is deciding if he wants to join Tottenham Hotspur or not. He wants to see his other options, see if Man United or Arsenal will come in for him. I mean, I'm proud of the club for stepping in and putting up the money needed to get him in, and hopefully the player can acknowledge that and be like, hey, these guys really want me. They're putting a lot of money in for me. Maybe I should go there. You know, we have a bunch of young players around him. He'll grow with the team. There's a big future ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. If you ignore the league position, that is, then it's a lot better than it seems. It's gonna be tough, man. Like, Mathys Tel is quality. I would love him at the club. He's exactly what we need on the wing. Granted, he is also probably looking to be more of a 9 as well, but he can do a job on the wing too. His cut in is just fantastic. The way he cuts in to pick off that corner and the curling shot in is Son-esque. So I think this could also be a really good way to replace Son too. But it's going to be tough, and it's just a little bit interesting because Ange Postecoglou has said many times that he wants people that are going to want to play for Tottenham Hotspur, that are itching to come to Tottenham Hotspur. Granted, there are not many that just want to come to Tottenham Hotspur, especially right now. But he says that's what he really looks for in a player, is that he really wants them to want to love Tottenham Hotspur, not just the money, not anything else, not the stadium. They want to come to Tottenham Hotspur because it's Tottenham Hotspur and they love the project. So it's a little bit interesting to see that Mathys Tel is exercising his options, which I believe is very fair of him to do. I mean, this is a big decision for him. And I'm not sure if he wants to go out on loan or if he wants to have a permanent deal. All I know is that he wants game time. Now, of all the options that we've said before, Arsenal, Villa, Chelsea, United, he probably gets the most game time at Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, he walks right into our starting 11. He'll definitely probably play over Son, granted because Son's getting older, so he's going to have to get minutes over Son for a majority of the time. Or he can play on the right wing and definitely get minutes over Brendan Johnson. So he'll definitely get game time at Tottenham Hotspur and learn all competitions, so there's plenty of games for him to play. Granted, he will also probably get game time at Arsenal because forever Arsenal has been looking for competition for Saka or a replacement for Martinelli because Martinelli's been stinking up the pitch. So they need another winger that's going to go along with Saka. So he'll definitely probably get game time at Arsenal too. United, I'm not too sure. It depends if they sell Garnacho or not. If they don't, then I don't think he goes there. And with Chelsea, he's not really going to get too much game time because he's competing with the likes of Neto, Sancho, so many different players he's competing with. So it's going to be really tough for him to get game time there. So I think if he wants to strictly just get game time and play, Tottenham is the way to go. But if I was Matty's Tell, just looking at Tottenham, it'd be very tough to sell me that this would be a good move for me. That's help for the league position. And like, you don't even know if Ange's going to be there for the remainder of the season or next season. There's just so many gray areas around that. So it's really, really tough to see him coming here, but the club did put in the bid and it's just up to him now. So let's just see if he chooses us. There's one more day left in the window. This is going to go down to the wire, I assume. But the issue with this for Tottenham Hotspur is that if he does not come here and decides to go to an Arsenal or United, we really get screwed. Like, we get screwed so, like, we get freaking, like, dick fucking bad if he goes to those teams and, you know, doesn't come to us. So it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough. And if we don't get him, then I doubt we have a backup plan. So I don't know, guys. Let's see. I would love him to come here. Like, that'd be so huge. I know we're in for Wissa as well, but he doesn't excite me as much, and he feels like one of those guys that's going to have to be replaced within like a year and a half to 2 years because he is getting older, and I don't know how much he's going to keep up that current form. So let's just see. Let's just hope that we can get this one over the line. But overall, this has been an insane season for Tottenham Hotspur. Like, I'm at a loss for words. I am at a loss for words. This team just continues to amaze me and surprise me and just pull out new stops, whether it's positive or negative. I'm really getting the real taste of what it feels like to be a Tottenham Hotspur fan. And I have not been a fan for that long compared to other people, but I've been in this, man, and it's tough, bro. Like, I feel like I've aged like 2 times speed since I've been a fan of this team. But let's just hope that, you know, grass is greener on the other side and things are looking up for us. Hopefully, you know, Van de Ven got in, so he got 45 minutes out of him. Let's just hope that he walked out of the scot-free. He's healthy, he's good, and we need him for Brentford as well as Liverpool. There's some big games up ahead for Tottenham Hotspur, and I have no idea how it will turn out. This next 2 weeks is defining not only for the Ange project, but Ange himself, as well as the club as a whole. There's literally 3 ways that this can go. Scenario number 1, probably the most unlikely. We smash Brentford, we go up against Liverpool, we manage to get a result, go into the final of the Carabao Cup, and then Aston Villa on the weekend. Following that, we managed to get a win and go into the next round of the FA Cup. Probably the most unlikely, but the one that at least saves our season. Scenario number 2, probably the most likely. We probably lose to Brentford, lose to Liverpool, and lose to Aston Villa and crash out of all the cups and fall further down in the league. That would probably get Ange sacked. Scenario number 3, somewhere like in the middle, whether we either lose to Brentford, get like a mysterious win against Liverpool or a draw to see us through to the final and lose to Aston Villa, or vice versa, or a mucky middle in between, somewhere of those kinds, which I also could see that as being a possibility. Regardless, this upcoming stretch of games is crucial for Ange Postecoglou to remain at Tottenham Hotspur. I will say this, Ange has delivered some amazing highs since he's been a coach of this club. He's also delivered some amazing lows since he's been a coach of this club. If we can just get some backing, and if my cat wants to feature in the video, and say hi, Lila, say hi. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. We can get some proper players in, some proper backing. If we can get a proper rotation in, then I think the season could be saved. But if we don't, Ange Postecoglou is probably going to get sacked, and it will be the end of this season. Big couple of games coming up, guys, and I'm going to be right here with you guys. It's going to be tough. Hopefully it's going to be enjoyable, and yeah. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe for more YouTube videos. As you know, I am live on YouTube and TikTok. Of course, CDO Spurs. For every single Spurs game on the weekends, doing the live watch along. So make sure to join up if you want some streams, crazy reactions, and some entertaining content. And I will see you next time. Peace. You're